The North Country Trail spans 4,800 miles. It runs all the way from Vermont to North Dakota. It is America's longest national scenic trail. I've hiked multiple sections in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Minnesota claims more than 850 miles of the NCT. I've completed the Superior Hiking Trail, the Cascadia Trail, and the Border Route Trail multiple times. They are all part of the NCT and are about half of the Minnesota NCT miles. On this hike, I'm going to backpack another 170 miles on a stretch that goes over the central part of northern Minnesota. This section passes through a reservation for the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe, Itasca State Park, Chippewa National Forest, Paul Bunyan State Forest, Tamarack National Wildlife Refuge, and the White Earth State Forest. I have an aggressive itinerary for this trip where I plan to hike an average of 24 miles over 7 days. I will be caching some food halfway, however, I will not be walking through any towns. I'm going to show you everything that I'm going to be wearing and what I'm going to be carrying in this video. Before we hop into what is in my backpack, I want to go over some of the things just that I will be carrying when I go on the trip. Every time I backpack with my Cascade Mountain Tech carbon fiber trekking poles. On my hat, I have the Under Armour hat that I wear all the time. This one's getting worn down. Love it. My shirt, it is a merino wool sun hoodie, smart wool. Used to be long sleeve, however, I cut the sleeves off, so now it's short sleeved. On the bottom, I have some Patagonia 5-inch running shorts with a built-in liner. On my feet, I have merino wool Injinji toe sock liners. Make sure you have a left and a right. And over the top of that, I have some darn tough ankle socks. And my shoes that I wear on all of my hiking and my trail running are the Brooks Cascade shoes. And I think these are version 18 or something like that. I like to wear a fanny pack. This is from Light AF. In the front of it, there's a little mesh pouch. And in that mesh pouch, I will be keeping my iPhone, and it has a tripod mount on there. So I can pull it out really quick. In there, I'll have trail mix to start out with. While I'm hiking other days, I'll shove snacks in there as well. I have some salt stick electrolyte tabs to keep those electrolytes up. I should mention that the temperatures up there for this time of year should be in the lower 70s for a high during the day, and at night in the mid 40s. I have some Midwest Backpacker stickers. If you see me on the trail, say hi, I'll give you a sticker. In here I have my wallet, as well as I have some wet wipes in here. Usually I'll have to shove them in here still. Okay, so that is everything that I am carrying. Let's go into what is in my backpack. First of all, my backpack, I weighed it with water and fuel and food. It's 23 pounds. There is something missing out of here still that I will touch base with in a minute here as we're going through. But with those missing items, it'll probably be about 24 pounds. Okay, so on the top, it's not a backpacking trip without Midwest Backpacker, without Doritos. So I have the spicy nacho Doritos. Let's go what's on the outside of my pack first. On my front shoulder straps, I have my Garmin InReach Mini GPS device for safety, communicating. My wife can track me at home to make sure that I'm not dead. And then I carry my tripod in a front pouch here, made by my friend Miyagi. On my other shoulder, I have 700 milliliters of water in a smart water bottle holder. On the sternum strap of my backpack, I have the my little Knox Gear 39G Bluetooth speaker. So it rides right here. This trail, I don't expect to see a whole lot of people, so I can run the speaker. If I see people, I hit the button, and nobody else has to hear my podcast and my music. Okay, let's start on this side of the pouch. I have another 700 milliliters of water. I'm going to be carrying these two bottles. Those are the only 2 bottles I'm going to have. I have my water bag that I can carry more. However, there are a lot of lakes and different water sources along this trail. I should mention that I am using Far Out for navigation on my phone. And one of the things that I noticed on Far Out, there's very little comments that people make on this section of the trail. So I don't know about the water sources. And it actually doesn't mark all of the water sources. It's kind of scary on there where it says, 40 miles to the next water source. But if you go on to the NCT map that's online and zoom in, you can see a lot of lakes and a lot of water sources along the way. Okay, this pouch right here, this is a do-it-yourself bag. This has my spreader bars for my hammock. It has the spreader bars for my tarp. It has 5 stakes in there. They are the MSR Mini titanium spikes, as well as it has a couple guy lines here that I use for tying out my doors. Okay, the other side, it's really, really tight in here. But I have my cook pot. This is I believe it's about 550 milliliters, 500 milliliters. It's pretty old. And nestled inside of there, I have a lighter, I have my BRS stove, and I have my fuel tank. One of these fuel tanks should work for about 7 water boilings, or not 7, for 11 of them. And I will only have 6 or 7 for my dinners at night. So it's all nice that it's all nestled right into this. Okay, let's keep going here. On the front pocket, which is located on the back, I have my glasses that I use for at night, laying in my hammock, read my phone, look at maps, that sort of thing. I have the Canuck 2-liter water bag. Nice that it has the wide opening on the one end. What else we got in here? We have my Sawyer Squeeze, brand new, that I will be using for this trip. I have a little washcloth. This is the material that dries out super quick. Oh, what else? We have my rain gear in here. So this is my raincoat from Enlightened Equipment. It is super ultra lightweight. It's called the Visp. I believe that this has been discontinued. They don't sell it anymore. All right. Also in here, we have my rain pants. These are just rain pants from REI. They have worked well for me. They are actually the only pants that I have along on this trip. And then I have the REI rain mittens. They work really well to keep your hands warm if it's a cold rain outside. I believe that is everything on the outside of the backpack. Let's dive to the inside. I should mention what kind of backpack I have. This is my favorite backpack. It's 35 liters. It's from a small company out in Utah called Pilgrim UL. My buddy Dylan out there. I have 2 of these packs. I really like it. I'm taking my older one because it's a little bit smaller, 35 liters, compared to my newer one that's 40 liters. But it is waterproof. It is an ultralight framed backpack. So it only weighs about 20 ounces, 22 ounces, and it has a frame in it. Okay, let's keep rolling. All right, this is the food that I'm starting out with. Let's dive into what is inside of my food bag. So here's everything that is inside of my food bag. This is a custom printed food bag from Hilltop Packs. Real nice. You can get anything that you wanted printed on your bag, photos, logos, whatever. Check them out. I have my long handled spork with my toothbrush here on the end. I have my rucksack with my line for hanging my food every night, as well as a little metal thing here that I got from Dutchware, so I can hang it PCT style without tying any knots. I have a couple gallon-size zip bags, one for garbage, one after my Doritos are open, that I put all of that in. So I have everything organized here by day. This is day one. So day one, I'm going to be eating big before I get on the trail, so I don't need a breakfast or a lunch. Dinner, I have a Peak Refuel beef stroganoff, as well as a Snickers as my treat at night. The next days, you'll see here, I have 2 honey buns for breakfast. My lunch for the next 3 days are Doritos and Simms beef sticks. There are 12 beef sticks in this package. So the 3 days, that's 4 beef sticks per day. I have found as long as you don't open up this package early, they won't get moldy. If, for 4 or 5 days, they'll be fine. And then each night, I have here the pizza in a bowl from Mountain House and the buffalo mac and cheese from Mountain House, as well as a couple king-size candy bars for my treat at night. And then just for snacks down here, I have a couple of Little Debbie oatmeal pies, dark chocolate peanut butter protein bar, and an everything bagel salty protein bars, granola bars. So that is everything that in my bag. I mentioned that I'm going to be caching some food. So this is my cache. So what I'm planning to do is, before I get on trail, I'm going to drive out to about halfway into the trail, near kind of a trailhead that isn't real popular, go way back in the woods, tie this thing up in a tree, hope that no people or bears get it. I'm not really worried about critters getting it. People, maybe a little bit, but if this thing isn't there, I'm going to be hiking for 80 miles with no food. So hopefully nobody steals it. I'm going to try to, be as secretive and hide it as far away as I can. It's in a waterproof bag. And again, this is one of those metal things so I can hang it PCT style without tying any knots. So I'm going to need a second bear line that I'm carrying while I'm hiking, but I'm also going to have to tie one up before I start hiking. Okay, let's keep on going. I missed one thing on the outside. This little white box here is my Govee. It is a thermometer where it goes with Bluetooth to my phone, where I can tell what the temperature is outside and what the relative humidity is. Okay. This is my alpaca hoodie. I don't have this in my clothes bag because I might actually have to start wearing this when I start my hike. However, I will probably keep it loose in my backpack. My backpack is seam sealed and is waterproof, so it should be fine. And even if it does get a little wet, these dry out really quick. Okay, this is my electronics bag. I made this bag myself. Inside here, we have a really big Anker power bank. I believe it's like 26 milliamps. So it's really big over the 7 days. I have another power bank in the bottom of my backpack because, I'm using power for shooting my videos, for listening to my music, my phone for navigation, all sorts of things. So I don't want to run out of juice over those 7 days. I have my Nitecore NU25 headlamp, rechargeable. I've had this thing for years. I am going to be getting a new Nitecore headlamp here soon, but this is the one that I am using for now. Then I have the 2 different types of USB cords here for charging. My headlamp uses the old cord. My Garmin and my speaker use the new one, so I need to have both. I have some corded earbuds when I'm laying in my hammock and I watch shows at night or watch the video that I shot during the day. I wear those earbuds, and it has a splitter on here so I can actually, a dongle, so I can charge my phone and have those earbuds in at the same time. So that is everything in the electronics bag. We'll keep rolling along here. So I sleep in a hammock. I sleep in the Warbonnet Ridgerunner. It is a bridge hammock, which means it has the poles on the ends. I showed you the poles in that other bag. So this is my hammock. This is my tarp. It's also from Warbonnet. It's the Thunderfly. And I like it. It has partial doors. It's not humongous, but it provides adequate coverage. This is the little bag I'm looking for. This is what I call my ditty bag. It's a little sandwich bag, but this has all the little stuff in there that you need. On this trip, all of my clothing has been treated, and my shoes has been treated with permethrin. There's likely going to be a lot of ticks, perhaps a lot of flies or mosquitoes on this hike as well. So I have some 98% DEET that I will be using when needed. I have extra wet wipes in here. I have a fire starter in here. I don't actually need that on this trip. I have an extra cap for my water bottles. I have an extra charging cord for my phone. I have some chapstick with Luca tape wrapped around. A Luca tape is for blisters if I start to get them. This is my little ultralight knife that I got from Garage Grown Gear, like $1.50. It's basically a razor blade. I don't need a big knife on this thing. All I'm basically doing is maybe cutting line or cutting a food package open. And then I have an extra lighter. I have, and I'm not going to keep this in the bag. I'll tell you why in a minute here. I have some anti-diarrhea pills, some stomach pills, some cold medicine pills, and then I have this Salty Bridges ointment in case there's any chafing. I usually don't have a problem with that, but when you do, it's terrible. And then I have a couple little mini carabiners. Okay, and the final bag in here is stuffed in here pretty good, and it's stuffed pretty tight. Before I forget it, underneath that final bag is another power bank. This one I think is like 16,000 milliamps or 15, right around in there. So I'm keeping this one on the bottom of my backpack and not in my electronics bag because my electronics bag isn't big enough. But also, I'm not going to need to dig this out of my backpack until like day 5 when that other one's dead. So I'm just going to keep it in there and not taking it in and out every night when I get to camp. Okay, this is a Sea to Summit compression dry bag. This is the biggest one they have. I can't remember. I'll put on the screen how many liters it is. But as the name implies, it has compression straps here, and I'm able to compress everything in here and put it sideways at the base of my backpack. And there's a lot of stuff in here. The nice part about these temperatures is I can carry smaller quilts. Okay, in here I have all of my clothes, all of my down, a lot of stuff in here. So I have an extra t-shirt here. This is a merino wool blend shirt from Woo Wool Company. The merino blend is really nice. It's a little bit more durable than a straight merino, stretchy. These are just some polyester long underwear. They are my pants in the morning if I'm cold. They're also my pajamas. But I don't suspect that I will probably need these, but just in case, I don't want to be cold. I have an extra pair of just stretchy underwear. The only time I think that I'll wear these are maybe at night if my shorts are getting a little crusty from all the sweat and salt on there, and I just want to wear something fresh while I'm sleeping. That's when I will wear that. Okay, I have a couple extra Darn Tough socks here. I have a couple extra of the Injinji toe socks, a left and a right one. I have some gloves here. I forgot what fabric they're made out of. I'll put that on the screen. They work out real nice in the morning, breathe real well, stay real dry. All right, this is my pillow. This is a Sea Summit, what is it? Premium Large Eros pillow. I really like this pillow, nice and soft. It's nice and thick. This is my down puffy from REI. I've had it for years and years. It's got all sorts of patches on it. Mainly we'll just wear this if it's cold at night when I'm sleeping. In my chest pocket of my down puffy, since that's what I'm going to be wearing is when I'm sleeping, I have my medicines that I take at night and my earplugs. Always bring earplugs when you go camping. So all of that is kept in there so I don't have to look for it at night. You know, I have it on and I just, oh, here we go. Okay, down socks may be too warm for these, but I'm bringing them along just in case. Down socks are real nice. Just, they're better than a sleep sock because there isn't as much pressure. They pack down more and they are lighter. Okay, then finally, like I mentioned, the temperatures should be in the mid-40s at night. So I have my 40-degree quilts. My top quilt is from Hammock Gear. This is a 950 fill power down and the lightest materials on the outside and the inside, making this one of their lightest quilts available. I've had this for years. It does the job and is really nice. My underquilt on a hammock, you need to have that quilt underneath. This is a 40-degree hammock from Warbonnet. So they both compress down real nice, and that should work out well. So this is the spot in the video. If I forgot to mention anything, I'll put it on the screen. I mentioned earlier that there's one thing missing from my backpack that will add a pound. It is 6 freshly baked cookies from my local Circle K convenience store. They are delicious and high calorie. Thanks for watching this. Next week, I will start a multi-part series of this hike. So please stay tuned for those videos. And if you haven't yet, please hit subscribe. I'm almost at 15,000. Hit that bell notification. Check out Midwest Backpacker on Instagram and on Facebook. Hey, if you are going to be out on the North Country Trail anytime soon in Minnesota, I hope to see you out on the trail.